lot of this cap is what you would regularly see. This top is just a little bit different. It's often one of those first colors that go out of stock. Yes, it is a long bang. No, I cannot see. The density, pretty light, and this feels very lightweight on. And there's practically no permatease in this style at all. But you know what? I would love to hear your thoughts on these 3 new pieces. Hi everybody, welcome back to the Chiquel YouTube channel. My name is Amanda and today I'm here to show you 3 of Raquel Welch's newer styles this January 2026. But before I jump into them and show them all to you, I'm gonna remind you to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel where you can learn even more about alternative hair. All right, so this January 2026, Raquel Welch released 3 new styles. All 3 of these styles are made with Raquel Welch's true to life heat-friendly synthetic fiber, and all 3 of these styles have the exact same cap. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show the cap to you just one time because I do not need to repeat myself, and then we will just take a look at each of the 3 styles. Now, honestly, when I first saw these caps, I was a little bit like, oh, what do we have here? Because they did make them just a touch different than a lot of their other caps. And you're gonna see why in a second. Okay, so here it is. What we have here is a left monofilament part. Great, spectacular. We love having a monofilament feature. But usually when we see a left monofilament part, we will see it go into a lace front, usually an extended temple to temple lace front or just a temple to temple lace front. Here, we do not have that at all. We only have the left monofilament part feature there. I personally wish that they would have added a lace front feature here. I understand that with this monofilament part leading into that monofilament lace front adds a little bit of an extra cost, but you know what, to me, it would be a little bit worth it. It almost feels like it's unfinished, but anyways, let's carry on here. So we have that left monofilament part here, and then the rest of the top is just wefted. And then the front, you don't have a lace front, but you do have a little strip of felt material here to make it comfortable. So that is the plus side of this, to be honest. Without that lace front here, you do have the comfort of this felt at the front, if you are sensitive to having that pokey lace there. But again, let's carry on. We have open wefted cap here. Nice and stretchy, ventilated, breathable. You can stick your fingers through it. Plus we have your felt ear tabs, your extended felt nape, and Velcro adjusters. So a lot of this cap is what you would regularly see, but then when we get to the top here, this top is just a little bit different. So all 3 of these styles I'm about to show you all have this exact same cap, and I will also let you know that they all fit very true to average. Okay, let's start off with the longest one of the bunch, and this one is called Sleek Sophistication. I'm wearing this in the color RL11/25SS shaded honey pecan. Now what we have here is a base of a medium to light chestnut brown, which I find that the brown leans a little bit on the warmer side. And then it is said to have a multi-dimensional blend of other brunette colors in here, as well as a golden blonde. Now I do see a little bit of golden blonde, but I also am seeing a little bit of cool blonde as well that brightens this whole thing up. On top of this, you're going to find a medium brown root. Now I did want to show you guys how this color compares to RL12/22SS shaded cappuccino, which is a really popular blonde color. Shaded cappuccino is one of Raquel Welch's most popular colors, and in a lot of styles, it's often one of those first colors that go out of stock. I wanted to show you actually how similar both of these colors are to each other, so that maybe you are a shaded cappuccino gal, but if there's a style that you really want and it's out of stock, take a look at shaded honey pecan, because you know what? Overall, they're quite similar. I do find in shaded cappuccino, the colors are a little bit more blended, whereas in shaded honey pecan, you do see the highlighting a little bit more evidently. And in person, I don't know if it's coming across in the screen here. In person, I do find that there's a little bit more brunette in shaded honey pecan than in shaded cappuccino, just a little bit. But anyways, they are not too far off. So if your regular shaded cappuccino is out of stock and whatever you're looking for, maybe take a gamble on the shaded honey pecan. Okay, now for this style here. I actually really love this style. You know what? I am a sucker for these longer curtain bangs here, which this has. I love how it frames your face, goes back and away, and it also gives you options for styling whenever you have those curtain bangs or those face framing layers. Just allows you to style a little bit more easily and pull a style off of your face. Now, aside from your curtain bangs here, you do have some very subtle layering in the style, not too crazy. And then you have some nice feathered ends at the bottom, so it's not just a blunt straight cut. Let me go ahead and give you a spin so you can see this whole thing though. Okay, so do I love this style? Yes, I do. I absolutely love this style, but I just, like I was saying earlier, I just wish there was a lace front on this. It would make me feel so much more comfortable wearing this. Because it does not have a lace front, this is a style that I don't know if I personally would want to have for myself. I feel like it's one that I'd want to wear and I'd probably put it on and then I'd be like, ooh, I don't know. I'm a little self-conscious about the lack of a hairline here. Now, aside from that, like I said, we do have that left part, which is a really nice feature to have. So we do have something going for us here. So at least we know when we have that part line, it is going to look like it is growing out of your scalp, which is great. Let me go ahead and part this on the left side here. So when we do part it on the left side, those curtain bangs turn into more of that side swept bang. And you could have it looking a little something like this, which is also gorgeous. The good thing about wearing it this way is that it is hiding that lack of a lace front there, which is nice. But then I don't know, I always feel a little funky about having just right where the part line is, having that area exposed a bit, but we all have different comfort levels on how we feel with a certain type of a wig. Overall, I would say this is a low to medium density. Let me show you all of the hair when you put this up in a ponytail. It's not an overwhelming amount of hair. It's not feeling like it's too much, but it's not like super duper lightweight and low either. Aside from all that, you are gonna find a little bit of permatease within your wefting. It's not a lot, so don't feel too scared by it, but there's definitely a little bit here. And then of course at the top where we have that permatease top where your monofilament is not. But your bottom half of the cap here is very free of permatease. There's no permatease down there. It's really just situated in your top portion here. But again, don't be frightened. It is pretty minimal. You could work with it just a little bit to give you a touch more volume, or you can try and tone it down so it's not too poofy. Now with this left monofilament part here, you could basically get a center part pretty close anyways, as long as you're parting it as close to that middle seam as you can. And in doing so, you're gonna get that illusion of scalp still. And then you can get more of that middle parted curtain bang appearance that I always love. All right, we're gonna go from longest to shortest. So next up is gonna be Timeless Charm. So I am not even gonna show you this cap because it is just the same. I'm just gonna plop this right on my head. All right, here is Timeless Charm. So again, same cap, same true to life heat-friendly synthetic fiber. And overall, you guys, this one, although I personally prefer longer styles and I really loved Sleek Sophistication in terms of the style, this one I would feel a lot more confident wearing because it does have a full bang here. Yes, it is a long bang. No, I cannot see. So this is one that I would love to bring forward and cut a little bit so I can see. Aside from that, you could make a side swept bang, which would be lovely because this has that left part there. So you could do that. Or again, you could bring that part close to the middle and make more of a center part if you want to sort of integrate the bangs a little bit more into your hairstyle so that it looks a little bit more like a bob. But again, personally, because I don't love not having a lace front, I would love to have the bangs come forward and cut them so that I can see. I'm wearing the color RL19/23SS Shaded Biscuit, which is going to be a neutral, leaning cool, dimensional blonde color with some medium brown rooting. Very popular color by Raquel Welch. So many people choose this color when they're looking at those rooted blondes. Anyways, let me give you a spin. So Timeless Charm here is actually going to be a pretty light density. If I pull all of this back here, which I can show you kind of fits into a ponytail, but there's not a ton of hair. So the density, pretty light, and this feels very lightweight on. And in regards to the permatease, again, there's no permatease in the bottom half of your style here. You just have a teensy bit of permatease on the top of your cap where you don't have that left monofilament part and just a little bit in your crown. But I do feel even less permatease on Timeless Charm than I did on Sleek Sophistication. Now, I did mention how I would feel a little bit more comfortable wearing this style because of the bangs and hiding that lack of a lace front. I also love how this one you can easily do an ear tuck. I always leave a little bit of fiber in front so you're not exposing your ear tabs. But you can easily do an ear tuck here because this is a light density. And these styles always look so cute with an ear tuck, am I right? Like, look how cute that is. Aside from all of this, what I do like about Timeless Charm is that your maintenance on a style like this is going to be a lot less than your maintenance on a style like Sleek Sophistication. Sleek Sophistication is very long, and when you get these very long, heat-friendly synthetic fiber styles, they tangle really easily. And when they tangle really easily, you have to comb them out more often to get rid of the tangles. Plus, they're rubbing against your clothing, and as they rub, they're gonna get all jumbly and tangly, especially at the nape and the area that is closest to your back. So overall, this is going to mean they get tangly more, they get clumpy more, and they get frizzy more at the ends and at the nape especially. And all of that means that you need to maintain it with heat on more of a regular basis. Using something like a hot airbrush or a hair straightener is going to easily fix that for you within just a couple of minutes, but you're going to have to do it every couple of wears. Whereas on a style like Timeless Charm, because it sits above your shoulders, because it's not going to rub as much on your clothing and it's not going to tangle as much, you're going to be combing this less often and it's going to get less of that friction frizz. So because of all of that, the maintenance on a style like this is going to be much less. That's not to say that this is not going to frizz up eventually, because it will. That is inevitable. All heat-friendly synthetic fiber, or really all synthetic fiber, eventually is going to frizz. So eventually you are going to have to use heat on the ends of Timeless Charm, but it's not going to be near as often as you would on a style like Sleek Sophistication. You know what? If you guys really like these sort of cute, shaggy, layered styles, this is actually a decent option. Do I still wish there was a lace front on this? Yes, I do. But you know what? The bangs definitely help with that. All right, last but not least, I'm gonna show you guys the shortest style called Effortless Style. Same cap with that left part there, no lace front. Same true to life heat-friendly synthetic fiber. So I'm just gonna go ahead and plop this right on. So I'm wearing Effortless Style here in the color RL14/22SS Shaded Wheat. This is actually one of my very favorite blonde colors. It's a nice medium, warm, dimensional blonde with a medium brown root. So if you like a little bit more warmth than Shaded Biscuit, Shaded Wheat is gonna be warmer and a little darker. But let me give you a full spin of Effortless Style before I talk a little bit more about it. So for me personally, this one is my least favorite, but I think that's because I just don't always love shorter styles on me. But I also find that with this one right out of the box, we have a lot of it coming forward. I don't know if you can see that. I mean, that does happen often with these synthetic styles. They do come forward out of the box and you need to train them with heat to go away from your face and back so you don't have these huge face swappers. Or you know what, you could use that forward face swapping to your advantage if you really want to create more of a bang with this. Because again, we don't have that lace front here at all. So if this is a style you want to have away from your face like this is what you're going to see, which I mean, it's not ideal in my opinion, but again, we're all comfortable with different levels of wigs here. So that's what you're gonna get if you don't have much of a bang. But if you keep this face flopping and you use it to your advantage, you can definitely use it to create a bang. Obviously that is long. You might not want all of that hair coming forward because that's a lot, but you could have that come forward and give it a little bit of a cut and create a bit more of a bang situation with Effortless Style here. Now, of course, with our left monofilament part, you could either make it a left part and have that illusion of scalp there, of course. You can make that left monofilament part and have a look kind of like this. Now, there is a little bit of bang happening here, just a little bit, so you could have that side swept appearance as well, which helps to cover up that lack of a hairline. So you have that. Or all of these monofilament parts are situated like a little bit over so that you have that option to get pretty much a center part as well. So you can part it to the center if you want to. Obviously, it's not going to want to go. It needs to be trained with heat in order to get it going the direction you want. But you can kind of make it this cute short bob with wispy bangs. Obviously, if you cut it a little bit, it's a little bit long. Now, let me get this back to where it wants to go. Now, with Effortless Style, this is a very lightweight, fairly low density style with no permatease throughout your wefting. Really, the only permatease you're finding in this is going to be very, very minimal on the right-hand side here, if any. Like, I'm feeling through this and there's practically no permatease in this style at all. I feel like the only permatease we find is just like right at the front here. But aside from that, I'm having a really hard time feeling any permatease throughout this. Any of this volume you're gonna get is through all this layering you have here, which kind of gives you that light and airy feel to the style. Now, I think that's pretty much all I have to say about sleek sophistication, effortless style, and timeless charm. But you know what? I would love to hear your thoughts on these 3 new pieces. First of all, which one is your favorite? Second of all, what do you think of these caps? Would you prefer a lace front, or do you appreciate the fact that it lowers that price point just a little bit, and maybe you're okay with this hard front as long as you have a bit of a bang going on? Like I said, I know that I personally would much prefer having a lace front, but I am just one person and I am just one opinion, and I would love to hear what you guys think too. But as always, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.